If you've ever said, I don't have enough time in my day, then this video is for you because we're going to be looking at 3 ways to make more time in your day so you can devote the time to the things that truly matter to you. Now, as a student who's completing their business degree, creating content for social media, as well as taking care of my physical health and completing my mind sports training, I have to be making the best use of my time. And so here are 3 tips that have helped me gain 7+ hours in a week. The first tip is to utilize the gaps. So gap time is that little amount of time between the important tasks of your day. You know when your class ends at 3:47 and you go like, well, I might as well start studying at 4 o'clock because then I'll have rounded the time off. Or if your next class starts at 4:15, then you're going to spend that little amount of time scrolling on your phone or doing something else, wasting your time. But we don't realize it, but we can get a lot of work done in those 13 minutes. Some other examples of gap time are that ride from home to school or from home to work when you're waiting for your next meeting or class and you've got a little 10-minute chunk of break, or when you're sitting at the doctor's office just waiting for your appointment. Now, before I used to use this time to either do nothing or just mindlessly scroll on social media because I thought I can't achieve anything big in this amount of time anyways. But then I learned about time management and I noticed that 2 to 4 hours of my everyday were being drained as gap time. And so I started using my gap time in a more efficient way. So here are a few ways you can use your gap time to increase the number of hours you have in your day. You could learn something new. You can save the audiobook version of that book that you've been wanting to read into your phone so you can play it on your car ride. You could get creative by jotting down quick ideas about your next assignment or your work project, or you could even plan your upcoming week. Or you could also clean your inbox because you can get a good chunk of your pending emails and messages taken care of in that time. Now, remember to use gap time for tasks that require less concentration because you don't want to be sitting with an open textbook in the car because that will not only make you car sick, but it will also not help you learn in the best way because the car is not the best environment to learn and focus. Our second tip is to schedule. Now, a mistake that a lot of people make is they don't schedule or plan anything in their day or their upcoming week. And this doesn't mean that you have to have a minute-by-minute schedule about what you're going to do, but having a rough idea about what your upcoming week is going to look like helps you make the best use of your time and avoid taking on more than what you have time for. Now, to do this, I use Google Calendars because they're easy and they're free as well. So as an example, let me show you what my week roughly looks like. So first in my calendar, I add my non-negotiables and things that I know I have to get done each and every day, or logistics that have to be done. So I'll add an hour every day for meditation, sunlight, and gratitude journaling. I'll add 2 hours every day for exercise. I'll add 3 hours every day for memory practice, 3 hours for my studies, and an hour each for lunch and dinner. After I put my non-negotiables in, I then go and put my activities for the week, which includes writing content for social media, scheduling posts, recording videos, or any upcoming events that I might be having. So then after that, this is what my calendar roughly looks like. Now, when you make your own calendar, here are a few rules that I like to follow that will be useful for you as well. So, number 1, don't overestimate yourself. Only set the time and the goal that you know you can achieve easily. Because when you overestimate yourself, you end up failing and then losing trust and accountability with yourself. And number 2, keep 1 to 2 hours completely empty on your calendar for any unexpected tasks or if you want to take a little break. And number 3, I try to plan my week on Sunday, which is the beginning of the week. You can do this at any point in the week as well, but I prefer to do it on Sunday. Okay, our third tip is to go into focus mode for your most important tasks of the day. Focus mode is basically when you're completely free of distractions internally in your mind, as well as outside in your environment, so that you can do the tasks that you want to do in as less time as possible and as best as you possibly can. You need to get into focus mode to complete tasks that require a lot of energy, creativity, thinking skills, and for you to be completely focused on what you're doing, such as studying, writing a blog, or completing your work project. So here are a few rules that I like to follow to enter focus mode. 1, put your phone on silent on the other side of the room, or preferably in a different room completely. 2, sit in a spot where nobody will disturb you. 3, do a 5-minute meditation to get your mind in the right headspace. And 4, if there are any thoughts that are lingering in your head, write them down so that you can empty your mind completely. And 5, drink a glass of water. And you're ready to go. You can also schedule these focus mode sessions in chunks of 60 to 90 minutes into your calendar for your most important tasks of the day. Now, if you're somebody who has a hard time focusing for a long period of time, or they get distracted easily, then you can watch the next video showing on the screen now.